We are at the Speed Art Museum here in Louisville, Kentucky. Come on, let's go inside. Hi, I'm Derek, and I am really glad that you are here. Welcome to I See, I Think, I Make, a show where we do three things. We see some different kinds of artwork, we think about a few big ideas, and then we make some original artwork of our own. There's a lot of things that we're trying to do here, so we need to get ready. Today, we are going to put ourselves in that dreamlike space between being awake and being asleep, where we let go of trying to make sense of everything and just let our imaginations run wild. To do this, we are going to relax our bodies, but not our minds. Okay, first lie down on the floor or sit in a really comfortable chair. Put your arms at your side and just focus on your breathing. After a few slow breaths, we're going to tense and relax our muscles, starting with our legs. So as you breathe in, tense up all the muscles in your legs, your feet, your knees. Hold your breath for a few seconds. And then breathe out and completely relax your legs. Now a couple breaths in and out, in and out. Now let's focus on our arms and hands. And as you breathe in this time, clench your hands into fists, bend your arms at the elbows, and flex your biceps. Hold your breath for a few seconds, and then breathe out and completely relax, and let your arms fall back to your sides. A couple more slow breaths, in and out, in and out. Now let's focus on our back and shoulders. As you breathe in this time, raise your shoulders towards your ears, arch your back away from the floor or the chair, squeeze your muscles tight like a rock, hold your breath for a few more seconds, and then breathe out and relax into the floor or that comfortable chair. 2 more breaths in and out. In and out. In and out. And focus on letting your body relax even more. You can do this exercise anytime you want to relax your body before you're getting creative. It can also help you calm down before you go to sleep. Okay, now slowly sit back up, eyes open, and we are ready to begin. Okay, that felt pretty good. Now I'm going to take a short nap while you think about the big questions for today. There are a few big questions on today's episode. What are some useful ways to think about our dreams? And can we use those same strategies to understand art that is dreamlike? Finally, how can your dreams help inspire your own creativity? Wake up! Whoa. I just had a really weird dream. I don't know what it meant. It was just a jumble of different images. You know, sometimes when I have a confusing dream like this, but I want to know what it means, I use something I call the dream decoder. The dream decoder is a tool for making sense of a confusing dream. Right now, it just looks like a blank piece of paper, but if we fold it in half, and then fold it in half again, we get 4 sections. I've labeled the sections at the top. The first section is things, the second section is feelings, the third section is my life. Okay, so in the first section for things, I just want to write down the things that I remember seeing in my dream. So I remember a microphone, I remember holding an ice cream cone, and I remember riding a bicycle. Okay, the second section, feelings. What I want to do is for each one of those objects, I want to write down how those objects made me feel. So for the microphone, I remember I was walking up to the microphone and I had to say something, but I didn't know what I was supposed to say. So that made me feel nervous and anxious. Okay, so for the second one, for the ice cream cone, when I'm eating ice cream, I'm in a pretty good mood. So ice cream makes me feel happy and relaxed. Okay, the last thing that I remember in my dream, the bicycle. I was riding the bicycle, and when I'm riding a bicycle, I feel really good. Like I can go anywhere, I can go exploring. So for feelings of riding a bicycle, I'm going to write free, in control, and curious. Okay, now the third section is called my life. And in this section, I want to take each one of those feelings that I've written down and think of something in my life right now that makes me feel that way. So for nervous and anxious, something that's making me feel that way right now is this big art project that I'm working on. For happy and relaxed, the things in my life that make me feel happy and relaxed are my friends and my family. Okay, in the third section, free, in control, and curious. Well, the things in my life that help me feel free and in control and curious are if I'm working, that I have a clear direction of what I'm trying to do. I have the support of the people around me, that helps me a lot. And for curious, I feel that way when I have exciting work that I'm trying to do. Okay, and for the last section of the dream decoder, now I'm going to try and take everything that I've written down and combine it all together so that I can figure out what my dream is trying to tell me. Okay, so I started by just simply writing down everything that I remember seeing in my dream. And I can write that or I can sketch it. Then for the second column for feelings, I want to think about each one of those objects and write down how it makes me feel. Then for the third column, my life, I want to look at each one of those feelings and think about what things in my life right now make me feel that way. So I've made all these connections between my dream and my life right now. And for the last column, I want to combine all these connections into a statement. What is my dream trying to tell me? And I like to write my statement sideways so that when I put this together, I can fold it like this and I can leave it sitting on my desk as a reminder for as long as I need it. I wrote, "Don't worry. Spend time with friends and family and remember to stay curious. This will help you with your work. You've got this." And that is how the dream decoder works. You can try it next time you have a confusing dream that you want to make sense of. I wonder if we could use the dream decoder on an artwork that feels like a dream. Let's try it. So I have an artwork from our Art Detectives program. It is an etching by Salvador Dali. And since it's an important artwork, I'm going to put these gloves on to keep it safe. Dali was an artist who often used his own dreams as a source of inspiration in his work, which is why some of his art can feel like we are looking at a dream. He was part of an artistic movement called surrealism. These artists combined everyday, realistic images in ways that didn't always make logical sense, just like in a dream. In this etching, we see some things we recognize from real life, like a woman with a beautiful dress, a horse, or is it a unicorn? There's a mountain in the background with a tower and a flag on top. But all of these pieces, they don't seem to fit together. What does this image mean? Well, just like we did with my confusing dream, let's use the dream decoder to help us understand this artwork. In the first section, fill in all the things you see. The lady, the unicorn, the crown, the person walking in the background, the mountain, the tower, the flag. Continue doing this for all the things you see in this image. In the next section of the dream decoder, write down how each of these things makes you feel. So when you look at the unicorn, maybe you feel happy because unicorns are magical. Maybe the tower with the flag makes you feel sad because it looks like it's been abandoned. Maybe the mountain makes you feel excited to travel. Remember, there are no wrong answers here. How you feel about these things is very personal. So as you finish listing how you feel about the things you see, now move on to the third section and think about what in your life gives you those same feelings. These might be memories or people, places, or objects in your life. Remember how I used the dream decoder to come up with a statement about what my dream was trying to tell me? Well, what is this artwork saying to you? Write your statement in the last column. I used the dream decoder with this artwork as well, and here's what I got. Now, it might be different than what you have, but here's what mine says. It's okay if you are different than others around you. Don't let the past hold you back from who you want to be. You can be fancy, strong, and smart in any direction you choose to go. Unicorn power! You know, I really like going to sleep because in my dreams, I can travel to someplace different. Oh, I'm having that dream again where I'm in an art gallery. Oh, wait, I am in an art gallery and I'm looking at this surrealist artwork that makes me feel like I'm still dreaming. This is an oil painting on panel. It's called Other Ways by Yves Tanguy. It's from 1939. I really like this painting, but for me, it's a little more difficult for me to figure out. I tried to use the dream decoder, but remember the dream decoder starts with listing all the things that you recognize. And this painting doesn't have any recognizable objects. They're just these strange blobs. So instead, we're going to interpret this artwork in a very different way, a way that doesn't use words at all. We're going to let go of looking for a clear explanation and instead just enjoy the colors, the shapes, the shadows, and let it inspire us to make some other kinds of art. This is my friend Todd.
Hello, my name is Todd Hildreth.
Todd, who's a musician, looked at this painting for a long time and he had the same reaction.
In the forefront, you have these kind of objects. They don't seem to represent the world as we know it that well. And I like the forefront, but I also like how expansive it gets as we move to the background. And this beautiful yellow strip, which could be light, it could be something. And as we sort of move to the background, it feels like it just gets more and more expansive. And I love the space in this piece. So this is my musical response. It'll simply be improvised as I look at the painting.
So he let go of trying to make this artwork mean something specific and instead just let it inspire him to make some new music. Todd wanted to collaborate with other artists, so he asked his friends to join him, a dancer named Ashley Thursby Kern and a video artist named Dan Bryan. And together they made this video, this unique interpretation of a painting. It's not an explanation, it's something new and original, inspired by what they saw. Wow. And if you want to see that whole video, you can click on the link in the description below.
Hi, I'm Amber. All this talk about dreams has me excited to make a dream journal with you. Okay, grab some supplies. You'll need paper, string, and scissors. Choose the color you want for your cover and then stack some plain sheets of paper on top of that. Fold them in half and press down hard. Now on the folded side, take your scissors and cut both corners. Find the middle of the folded side and cut a small triangle. Now take your string and thread it through the hole from the inside to the outside of your book until you have about 4 inches on the outside. Then you're going to pull the string all the way around your book, around the outside and over the top until you can put the rest of it through that center hole. Cut any extra string and tie it in a knot. Ta-da! You've got a dream journal. Here's another option. If you don't have any string, you can just use paper, pen, and scissors. For this one, it's going to be a little bit smaller. Watch closely. Once you're finished, you can decorate them however you want. Now you can sketch or write what you remember about your dreams as soon as you wake up.
Sometimes we have a dream that doesn't immediately make sense. Sometimes the same thing happens with art. But instead of giving up, if we relax and think about it differently or more playfully, we might be surprised by how much we can enjoy it. If we stop looking for a right answer, we might be more open to thinking about how it makes us feel and how it connects to our own lives. So have fun and let yourself be inspired. Thank you for watching I See, I Think, I Make.
Hi, I'm Chelsea, an artist and dreamer just like you. Sometimes I use sketchbooks or watercolors from the Speed Museum store to put what's in my head onto paper. There are a lot of things in an art museum store to support your creative projects, especially if you are using your dreams for inspiration. Let's make art and have some fun. See you soon at the Speed Art Museum.